This is an assumption question. This last sentence is the conclusion of the argument. The missing link is between the highest scoring students in each class being happy with the system and the conclusion that the school's most skilled students liked the system. See, there is a slight difference in the vocabulary here. Here it says the highest scoring students, and in the conclusion it says most skilled students. And therefore, a big assumption here is that the highest scoring students are also the most skilled students, which is exactly what answer choice D pinpoints, that the school's most skilled students received the highest grades on their assignments. Answer choice D strengthens the argument, and this is something that must be true for the argument to hold ground. If the school's most skilled students are not those with the highest grades, then this connection is broken and the conclusion would be weakened. So assumption negation test also confirmed that answer choice D is a valid assumption. Whether any other composition evaluation system is as good is out of the scope of the argument. The argument is about this rating system used in the argument. And once again, this is not something that must be true for the argument to hold, so this does not qualify as a valid assumption. Whether receiving good grades is what led to the students actually liking the system is not something that is necessary for the argument to hold ground. So this does not qualify as an assumption. See, this causal connection is not necessary. It is possible that the most skilled students like the system, they genuinely like the system, not only because they received good grades. So answer choice B can be eliminated. Answer choice C is very interesting. This talks about students who received poor grades, but see carefully, this conclusion is limited to the skilled students liking the system, and the argument is assuming that the skilled students are also the students who scored high. So students who scored poorly being dissatisfied with the system has no impact on the argument. Besides, this information is not something that must be true for the argument to hold ground, so this does not qualify as a valid assumption. That the school's most skilled students were motivated to prepare for their compositions well by the knowledge that they would be graded on those compositions is something that does not have to be true for the argument to hold ground. This information has no bearing on the conclusion. Even if the most skilled students were not motivated to prepare for their compositions and all of this happened, the conclusion here would stand. So answer choice E does not qualify as a valid assumption. D is the correct answer choice.